What is the difference between GMOs, non-hybrids, and hybrid seeds? Hello, guys. My name is Veggie Father. I am into agric and everything that has to do with agric. I'm a graduate, but I live in the bush. So today, I want us to talk a little bit about what is actually trending for the past few days now, which is hybrid seeds, non-hybrid seeds, and what GMOs really are. And let's just begin by understanding what seeds in general are. So seeds are what we use in growing our crops that we consume. And funny enough, these seeds come in different varieties, right? So if we pick tomatoes in a nutshell, right? Tomatoes comes in four main um, varieties as we know. We have the cherry, we have the Roma, we have the beef stick, and then we have some other stuffs, right? So um, these are some of the we have a lot, right? Clearly, we have a lot, but these are the few that generally we grow in our farms. But those are known categories. Those are breeds that are known, right? The varieties that are known. Sorry, and these varieties come in their raw nature. Um, but we get hybrid seeds when we cross different breeds. Like when you use a beef stick, right? The pollen from a beef stick to pollinate a Roma tomato. For whatever reason, maybe the beef stick comes bigger, right? And the Roma tomato is smaller, but the juice is sweeter. So you want a tomato that is sweeter and is bigger. So you use the pollen from the anther of maybe a beef stick and pollinate it to the stigma of maybe a Roma tomato. You're going to get a pollinating and forming fruit, right? That particular fruit that comes out is a hybrid. It's not a beef stick, it's not a Roma, but it's a hybrid. Now, it is not just crossing those breeds, but crossing even if it's a Roma tomato and there are specific traits that certain type of Roma tomato has. Some are bigger than some are juicier than some are sweeter than some. So you try to pollinate these, you cross pollinate these varieties or crops. What comes out is a hybrid. That's what we have hybrid seeds. If you are going to the shop to buy any hybrid seeds, make sure you understand what hybrid seed you are looking for. Some people are looking for um, how do I put it? They are looking for a bigger fruit, right? Some are looking for a sweeter fruit. Some are looking for more juicier fruit. Some are looking for a lot of fruit on a plant. Some are even looking for stronger pest resistant crops itself. So don't just say I'm buying a hybrid seed and then buy anything at all. Know exactly what hybrid seed you are buying and what you are looking out for. Understand this. Any seeds that there are seeds that can be used in greenhouses. There have been hybrid seeds that have been created for greenhouses because of one, greenhouse will not get 100% sunlight, which tomatoes as an example wants or desires. So you will not get it 100% sunlight. So there are varieties, hybrids that have been produced for that specific purpose. Now, if you take that particular hybrid and you bring it on an open field, which is going to get 100% sunlight, you are going to have a loss because it is not meant to have 100% sunlight. You are exposing it to 100% sunlight, which means that you're going to have it struggling, right? That's one. Two, if you are buying any hybrid seed and you don't really know what you are doing, you end up getting what you don't need and what your market doesn't want, which would end up as a loss. So, knowing the difference between hybrids, the type of hybrid it is, or the what is was that particular hybrid was meant to do, would assist you buy your seeds. So don't just go and buy anything at all because anybody is buying. There are seeds that are meant for open field. There are seeds that are meant for greenhouses. There are seeds that are meant to give you a lot of fruits. There are seeds that are meant to give you um, bigger fruits, juicier fruits, whatever the case may be. These are hybrids. So these are the two forms of seeds that we know, the hybrid and non-hybrid, as I have mentioned. But there is this particular one that is lately trending. It's not something that has just come. In fact, we had information somewhere 2010, 2011 that we are already consuming GMOs in Ghana, whether it was true or not. Nobody has been able to confirm that, but there have been sources that says that GMOs come to Ghana every day, and that's something that we were concerned about that time. But lately, I'm not so bothered because we've always find a way to survive, right? But what are GMOs? So GMOs are genetically modified organisms. So they are not just plants. We have animal versions. So GMOs are lab created, right? So if the pick maybe probably a Roma tomato. A Roma tomato is sweet, is big, is nice, and they are looking at it and they think that when it's maybe grown in Ghana, they are going to have a specific pest that is disturbing it, that they don't have any pesticide that can take care of that pest. They go and look for a predator or a pest that would repel that particular pest, right? Take the gene that it possesses and then infuse the gene into the seed of the tomato. So when the tomato is growing, it has the resistant ability that that predator pest would resist that particular pest that they are chasing off. Let me make it more simpler. So there is maybe pest A. Pest A is disturbing tomatoes a lot, but pest A hates the smell of onions, right? So the the lab would pick the smell of onions, the gene that makes it smell, the gene in the tomato that will make it smell, and then introduce that gene into the tomatoes, right? Introduce that gene into the tomatoes, the seed, and then fuse it for it to grow. And when you plant that seed and it is growing, the tomato will have the smell of the onion, which the pest don't like, right? So this is the modification that comes in it. It goes in many ways. They can fuse animal gene with plant gene. They can fuse a plant gene with an animal gene. They can fuse a plant gene with a plant gene, or an animal gene with an animal gene. Let me give you an example of a plant to animal. Plant to animal can be probably there is a goat meat that everybody enjoys, but there is this particular taste that exotic taste that people are looking for. Maybe they are looking for a taste, a little bit of maybe a cherry smell or taste in the animal when they are eating it. So instead of after slaughtering it and you season it to add the cherry, they would rather pick the gene in the cherry that makes it nice and introduce the gene to the animal as an embryo, then grow it out in the lab. And when they come out and you slaughter that animal, even when you just roast it with no seasoning, you will taste the cherry. It is already happening. It's not today. It has been here since 1990s. It has been something that has been there. Monsantos and all those people are already producing those things and they are already in the market. The downside of it, which I know, is the fact that the seeds cannot be reproduced because it has been modified in the lab. It has to be modified to get what you are looking for. So we would have to repeat buying from these people, right? And again, hear me out. I don't know whether it's actually a good thing or a bad thing because we don't know the guidelines, the ethical guidelines that has to do with GMO production. We just have to trust the fact that our government understands what we are doing and they are ready to save our lives. This is a little bit I can talk to you about GMOs. Hybrid seeds are not GMOs. Hybrid seeds are not GMOs, but we can have GMOs that are hybrid seeds. And we have hybrid and non-hybrid. And these are a little difference I can show you. If you are still confused, you can leave a comment. I'll explain to you further. If you are looking for one-on-one consultation with me, you can just pick the contact on my page. You can hit my DMs. We'll talk. But I have a lot of videos that can educate you if you're a new farmer and you're looking to start a agribusiness. Just go through my page. You'll find a lot of videos and topics. Even this particular seed topic for you to get it, you can find it on my page. You can go through my page and learn more. If you want to have a one-on-one session with me, hey, you can pick the contact on my page and then we'll have a discussion. Anything that has to do with anything agribusiness, animal farming, plant farming, crop farming, whatever it is, I am there. See you on my next episode.